Quick note before the video starts. Every character that makes it in the S tier, I will be putting into a poll. This poll is for other people to weigh in their opinions on characters I should cosplay next, or honestly, just pick your favorite character. Again, my Instagram will be in the bio, and I'll also flash it on screen, so in case you want to follow me and participate in the poll. But yeah, without further ado, let's go into the video. Another note, if there's a character that wasn't on the list and you feel like would be a cool character for me to cosplay, please comment below. I will read every comment because there's hardly any comments, so I'm excited to engage with anyone that happens to stumble upon this video. Thank you. What's up, fellas? Welcome to a new video, and today we're doing a tier list. Yeah. So for today's tier list, I'm actually ranking characters that I do want to dress up as. I have a lot of characters that I want to cosplay, as you can see, but I really do need to get some order so that I'm not just randomly picking from the list. So this tier list is going to help me pick an order of which to do these characters, and which ones I should prioritize, and which ones I should kind of just not even look at. So, let me go over the tiers. In S tier, these are characters that I'm most likely going to do anytime soon. What gets a character in S tier is that A, they happen to be relevant at the moment. So a lot of characters down here have some stuff going to them right now, and cosplaying them would be really relevant. Second tier are characters that I really like but may not be relevant right now. That's all I can really say about it. Because I am spontaneous, I might do characters from this tier because I'm just maybe I just get random boost of inspiration for a very specific character in this tier, but I wouldn't say that's very likely. Cool are characters that are plausible, and if they're easy I might nip them off, but honestly the chances of me doing characters in this tier are quite low, but I do really like them, and honestly if I come back and I remove the tier list, they could easily jump up to S tier or even A tier. Maybe later are characters that I am no excitement for whatsoever. Though every character on this list I really like. These are characters that may just be too complex for my current skill set, or I'm not feeling them at the moment, or there could be many things, but these are characters I'm definitely putting into the back end of the closet for now. Then at the almost very bottom, we have No Time Soon. These are characters that I'm super not excited for cosplaying yet, super irrelevant, or I'm not confident in my body type to do it yet. So you're going to notice that a lot of characters immediately get shafted down here because, frankly, I'm not as swole as I'd like to be. And completed kind of speaks for itself. This is not an updated list, so a lot of these characters I actually have done already. I'm going to actually flash pictures of myself in said cosplay when we ever come across the character in this tier. Without further ado, let's go on with the list. So first we have immediate S tier. I cannot wait to make an Invincible cosplay. At first I would have put him down here because I didn't know season 2 was coming out, and it was honestly out of nowhere for me. But since we do have season 2, Invincible I could probably see being my next cosplay. Arkham Knight, maybe later. Not super relevant right now. Honestly, this costume looks hard to do, and I'm not feeling it at the moment. Though I really like his design, and I could see myself cosplaying him, but right now the time's just not right. The Crimson Chin.
Crimson Chin! Wrong! The Nigga Chin!
No Time Soon. I love this character, but that man is swole. I am not him. Minecraft Steve. Same thing as Crimson Chin. That man is just too swole. Not yet. But one day. Kratos. Maybe later. He actually falls under the same reason as these two, but I do see myself becoming Kratos' body type sooner or later, more than I do the Crimson Chin. Watchdog. I'm going to put him in S tier for now. I've been eyeballing this character for a hot minute now. And I really, really do want to cosplay him. He's not super relevant right now, but honestly, my love for this character supersedes all relevancy, and I am super excited to make this costume. I think it'd be hilarious. Beowulf. No time soon. Again, body type, not ready yet, but I am excited for this character. Here's the first one. Dang, I forgot his name. Reaper. Reaper from Overwatch. I love his design. It's super complicated, and I love complicated designs, and I could see myself cosplaying this character. The reason I put him in No Time Soon is because I'm not feeling Overwatch characters at the moment. Like, I've never played Overwatch, but it's, you know, it's not in the limelight. It seems kind of irrelevant, and frankly, my like excitement for this character has died down since he's come out. So it's kind of like a maybe if Overwatch gets a resurgence, I'll cosplay Reaper. But honestly, this is just one that I'll do if I have nothing else. Metal Bat, cool. I love this guy, and I love his design, and it's so simple that I feel like I could get it knocked out in a day. The reason I put him down in cool though is, again, not much relevancy, and frankly, I'm not sure if anyone would recognize who I am if I did this cosplay, but honestly, this is one of those cosplays that I'd really just do for myself anyway, so I'm going to put him in cool. I might bump him up to excited, but for now, I'm comfortable with him being down here. Kane from the Amazing Digital Circus. I'm going to put him in excited. So he is extremely relevant right now, and I'm gambling on the fact that he'll be relevant for a long time, which is why he's not in I'm ready. I think this is a super cool costume, and there's a lot of prototyping I could do here, but the reason I bump him down is that honestly, I don't see the process of making this costume, I don't feel like would be super exciting. And personally, I kind of want to do a costume that shows more of my body type. I mean, this one kind of does, but I'm trying to put it in words. It's just, I don't know, like, not quite, but I could easily shift and be like, alright, I'm going to do Kane now. It really depends. There's a lot of mix up with this character. Obviously, this is my favorite character from the Amazing Digital Circus, but honestly, we'll see. Noob Saibot, my favorite Mortal Kombat character. I'm putting him in maybe later, and there was a reason. I actually have already did a Noob Saibot cosplay. Sorry I don't have any pictures. And it was pretty good. There's nothing terrible, but I feel like I could do way better. So I do want to cosplay Noob Saibot, specifically MK9 version. The reason I'm not doing him anytime soon, though, is because Mortal Kombat 1 just came out, and I'd rather focus on one of those characters than cosplaying Noob Saibot a third time. King from Tekken. No time soon. We've heard this one before. He's just too freaking swole, man. Ronald McDonald goes in excited. This is one I'm probably doing a whim, but that's a big probably. But honestly, it is another one of those characters I've been eyeballing for a while. Not as much as White Watchdog, but still, like, this is one that I could just randomly bust out. But yeah, Doctor Strange, no time soon. I'm not really excited for Doctor Strange at the moment. I do really like him. He's like one of my favorite Marvel characters, but honestly, I have no hype for Doctor Strange right now. He's just on the list just to be here. Bane, too swole. That's all I got to say. I really love this costume in particular, though. Sub-Zero, I'm ready. Hell yeah. I am so excited to do a Sub-Zero cosplay. I can't explain how excited I am to do Sub-Zero cosplay. I will not be doing MK1 Sub-Zero because I feel like the newer designs are just kind of bland. But honestly, MK9 Sub-Zero with my newfound skills that I have, I feel like this could be a crazy cosplay to come up very soon. Owlman. excited. I actually just discovered this character and I don't know a lot about him yet, but I feel like this would be a nice alternative to a Batman costume. The reason I don't want to do a Batman costume is because I feel like there's a lot out there, and I'd rather my cosplays be unique and be characters that like don't see a lot of limelight as far as cosplays go. Havoc. Super ready. I've just started playing Mortal Kombat 1, and this by far is like, if it weren't for Omni-Man being in the game, this would be my main. I freaking love playing Havoc. I love the way he plays. I love his character design. I love his tropes. All of that. This is a cool character, and I can't wait to cosplay him as well. Honestly, I might do this look, but I might also mix it with MK1 look. I'm not super excited about the way he looks in Mortal Kombat 1, but honestly, after playing the game for a while, I don't think he looks as terrible as I initially thought. And there's honestly some aspects I'd want to bother from MK1 and kind of mix it into this costume. I do not remember this guy's name, but he's cool as hell. Excited. I feel like Moon Knight's relevant right now. I mean, I know the show kind of came out a good while ago, but I feel like Moon Knight still has enough hype that I could cosplay this character and be recognized. But even if relevancy wasn't even a topic, this character looks cool as hell, dog. Like, look at him. Like, that's the coolest character I've ever seen, like, almost ever. So, honestly, I just want this costume just to have it. And here's the first costume that I've already done. Zabuza from Naruto. I'll flash some pictures up. Pretty fun costume. I really enjoyed making it. Not much to say. I know this one's random. Lord X Sonic.exe. Actually, I'm going to bump him up here. Why is he so high on the tier list? This is another one of those costumes that are super high effort, but I can't wait to tackle it. The reason he's not in literally S tier or A tier is because this costume is going to be hard as hell to make. Because I don't plan on doing this, you know, I don't want to do the phony, oh, I'm half human, half Sonic. No, I want a full-on mascot costume with rotting skin and glowing eyes. Straight up. And as of right now, that's a big project. I don't feel like doing it right now. But the minute I do get the motivation and I feel like confident enough that I can make a mascot costume, I'm making this immediately. I'm sorry. Yuji / Saikuna. Oh, this one's kind of a mix-up. I'm not a big JJK fan, and honestly, the design isn't really calling out to me. I think the only reason this is on the tier list is because it's been recommended heavily by my friends, but honestly, I'm not really feeling it. I could care less about it. So yeah, no time soon. Bardock. Dang, I'm gonna put him in S tier. I love Bardock, dude. Bardock is like, he's up there for my favorite Dragon Ball characters. He really only has to compete with Vegito, Gogeta, and Broly. I love those characters, specifically Dragon Ball Z Broly. But honestly, his costume is the perfect amount of. I feel like his outfit is the perfect amount of complicated, while also being simple, while also just being a character I really like, and I could see myself doing this character any day. I honestly don't have any reasons on why I wouldn't do him super soon, which is why he is in S tier. I was thinking of a reason, but I honestly cannot come up with one, so he's going to stay in S tier. Joker. I love the Joker, but no time soon, because there's no Joker hype right now. Even for me, I'm not really hyped about the Joker right now. I haven't seen anything to really inspire me about the Joker as of lately, and he's just kind of meh right now. But don't get me wrong, I freaking love the Joker. Ichigo, Bleach. I'm gonna put him in cool. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna put him in cool. That's a nice spot for him. Ichigo is cool. There's not much I can say about it. It's like, he's kind of just another character to cosplay for me. But the reason that he is like a little bit higher on the list is that I mostly just want to make the sword. I love his Zanpakuto, and I want to make that giant kitchen knife. But I mean, also I think his character design's pretty cool. Not a big fan of how it changes over the show's span, but honestly, this look right here, I like it, and I want to make it eventually. That's all I really got to say. Zoro, I've actually already cosplayed Zoro. I do want to make a remastered version, don't get me wrong, because I think the one I have now is pretty basic. I mean, I really did just buy it on Amazon. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But, I mean, right now, I completed him. I'm just going to wait a good time before I put him back in rotation to let, you know, all my other characters shine. Pain. I just like the character, but I have no reason to cosplay him at the moment. He's, as far as the cosplay's perspective, he's a bit bland, and I'm all covered up. I don't like being covered up, as you can tell by half of these characters. Actually, you can. They're all mostly covered up, but you know, I like tighter costumes, and this just doesn't have anything for me. I just like the character, and that's it. Vega. He was not in the most recent Street Fighter. And right now, he is not very relevant. But the first time I've ever touched Street Fighter, Vega was the character I chose. I just thought he looked cool as hell. He has the mask, he has the blades. What more can I say? Chain Chomp. We've been talking about this heavily. And I'm not cosplaying as the ball, no. I'm cosplaying... So, there's this like thing called... I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know of it, but... You know, Bowsette, Booette, Chain Chompette, I don't know what she's called. There's those characters. I want to cosplay a male version of Chompette, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking, if I can get a really good sketch for this costume, this could be a cool-ass character that I'll come up with. I'm super excited because, new fun fact, Chain Chomp is actually my favorite Mario enemy, and honestly, probably Mario character in general. So, I will jump at the activity to, yeah, I want to be Chompette. What more can I say? Male Chompette. I'm not dressing up as a woman, but yeah, Chompette. Male Chompette. Chomper? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, that's what I'm doing. King Dice. Damn, it hurts me to put you here. I love King Dice's design so much, and I'm actually kind of excited to cosplay him. So I'm going to move him up. But he is so completely irrelevant, and the fact that he's not irrelevant and he's kind of obscure, this is one of those costumes that I would purely be doing for myself and no one else. Which is fine. A lot of the cosplays you do should be for yourself. But, man, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, I don't know what the experience of going to a con dressed as King Dice would be. But the more I look at him, the more I want to move him up the tier list. But yeah, I freaking love King Dice. His design is fire, like, mwah. Katakuri from One Piece. We're going to put him maybe later. He's in the same exact league as Kratos, actually, whereas I really like it, and I feel like this cosplay is on the horizon, but I want to get a little bit more swole first. That's all I'm saying. Buggy the Clown. Hell yeah. I mean, it's not much I can say. Cool design. I love the character. Actually pretty relevant right now with the One Piece live action, but honestly, there's a lot of buggies flying around. I can't promise this character to be coming anytime soon, but I mean, I might have a change of heart anytime, so I think I'm comfortable with him being cool. Wesker, no time soon. I actually don't know what's going on in Resident Evil now. I haven't checked up on it at all, but this costume is, as a costume, it's not really calling out to me right now. It's, seems kind of bland at the moment. Granted, I love the way he looks, don't get me wrong, but as far as dressing up as him, I'm not really feeling it right now. I forgot his name. Red X? I'm gonna go with Red X. Hell yeah. Love the cosplay Red X. I love his costume. I don't care if he's relevant. I'd do it anyway. The people who do understand the costume, they're the real ones. They're the only ones I want to impress. But yeah, hell yeah, Red X. This guy. Anyways. Gogeta. Excited. So, like I just mentioned, Gogeta has become one of my favorite characters. before he wasn't really all that relevant to me, but when the Broly movie came out and he like changed his design and like added a little bit more character to him, I actually ended up really liking him. I probably wouldn't put him above Vegito, but as far as like the way he looks and me wanting to cosplay him, he's really high on the list actually. It's not much else I can say other than he looks cool and I really like the character, so I'm actually pretty excited to dress up as Gogeta eventually. I actually could see myself doing this really super soon, but that's if I don't do Bardock first. We gotta see. These two could honestly swap places at any moment because it feels like my brain changes my opinion every single day when it comes to which Dragon Ball character to dress up as. Armored Titan. I don't feel like it. Man Ray. I've actually done them before. I'll flash up pictures and videos right now. Super fun cosplay. A lot of people liked it. I'm glad I actually decided to cosplay Man Ray. It was actually a super last minute decision, but now that we're here, I'm glad I did it. Now I'm actually excited to continue dressing up as Man Ray whenever the time calls. Space Ghost, yeah. Nightwing, maybe later. Really like Nightwing's design. I'd actually have to add some alterations to it because I think just wearing a skin tight suit is pretty boring, but honestly I really like the character, I really like the design, and I feel like this one's like definitely on the horizon, but not quite yet. Actually, I think it might even bump him up to cool. Twice. I've been wanting to cosplay Twice for a hot minute now. I actually got really close to doing it once, and I had all the materials in my shopping cart, but then something happened where I switched to a different character last minute. I'm not sure why I decided not to do Twice, but honestly, he's another one of those characters where I might have a change of heart and be like, I must be Twice. I'm not. Again, I haven't checked on the My Hero community, so not My Hero community. I haven't checked on the My Hero news as of lately. I don't know if any episodes came out recently, if there's any episodes coming out now. All that to say is, I'm not sure how relevant he is. I don't really care. I just like the character, and again, even if he wasn't relevant, it'd be a character I'd be doing for myself. Soul Bad Guy. This man's on the horizon. Guilty Gear game just came out, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I actually haven't played Guilty Gear ever, but I really like the character designs in that game, and honestly, after really staring at the roster for a long time, trying to figure out which one, because they're all so cool, I kind of landed on Soul Bad Guy. And honestly, me and some friends have been talking about cosplaying a whole group of Guilty Gear characters, which is why he's so high on the list. But even if I didn't have my group, I like this character design so much, and it looks so fun to make, that he's another character that I could see myself doing any day now. Broly, not yet. I'm super excited to make the costume, and I love the new Broly, but god dang, is he swole. I'm not there yet. Inosuke, completed. Fun fact, I've still yet to make or buy the swords. I just have the costume because my dad bought it for me on Christmas. Fun costume. Not much I can say. Super easy to put on. That's about it. Tengen. Excited. Granted, I'm a little late to be cosplaying Tengen, but who cares? This guy's cool. I haven't watched the entire season, but I've seen the fights. I've seen this guy's character. Seems like a dope guy. And again, I like the character design. If you can't tell yet, I have a real soft spot for ninjas, and this guy seems to just fall under the ninja aesthetic. So honestly, everything about him is just great and right up my alley. Mario, too swole. I refuse to elaborate. Garu. Another one of those characters that someone said I should cosplay, and I put him on the list. But honestly, there's not much here for me to get excited about. I've yet to work with wigs, and I guess he'd be a good chance to get them. He'd be a good chance to get my wig skills up because I've never made a wig ever. But other than that, it is not much for me to want to cosplay him. I do like him though. I've watched One Punch Man, and he's really a character that stood out to me. but I don't really like his design like that. I'm be honest. Baiken. I love Baiken. This is a cool ass character. I think she's way cooler than Soul Bad Guy. The reason she's not higher on the list, so many people told me, do not cosplay Baiken. But I might do it anyway. If anything, I'm gonna do it anyway. But honestly, I've been kind of talked out of doing it immediately, and that's why she's lower on the list. But honestly, I love her character design. I love her character. Again, still haven't played the game. From what I've seen of her, though, this is a dope-ass character. I do want to cosplay her really bad. Shao Kahn. No time soon. This is a character that, I'm going to be honest, as soon as I get swole, he's first on the list. Forget all these other buff dudes on this list. Shao Kahn's first. I'm saying that now. The reason he's not on that soon is purely because I'm not confident about my body enough to pull off Shao Kahn. But the minute that I am, it's going to be immediate. Noob Saibot again. Gonna put him right here. You've already heard my reasons for not doing Noob Saibot immediately, but I'm honestly torn between doing MK11 Noob Saibot or doing MK9, but I'm leaning more towards MK11. Honestly, I might do a weird amalgamation of the two, but yeah, I don't really have much to say on that. Scarecrow. Gonna put him in maybe later. Cool character design, and I think if I look at all of the iterations of Scarecrow, I can make a nice amalgamation of it. I'm actually super excited because his costume does look like it'd be super fun to make. But other than like the fun of doing it, there's not a lot calling me to doing Scarecrow right now. Taskmaster. Woo! Excited. I am super excited to do Taskmaster. I love his character design. I love his character. I know I keep saying this, but it's true. I love all these characters. And I'm actually really excited for his props. I don't think I've said that yet. There we go. A shield, a sword, and an arrow, and a quiver, and arrows. I love making props. He's a prop maker's wet dream. Why wouldn't I cosplay him? That's all I can really say. And honestly, again, I really like Taskmaster. I think he's like a super cool character. And honestly, I didn't put any of these in order as far as their tiers go, but he'd probably be on the top of excited tier. I can see myself doing him any day. Like I've said with like all these characters, but honestly, he's just barely an S tier. Barely. Mirio. Meh. Don't care. Black Noir. Put you in cool. I haven't watched The Boys yet, so my opinion could change very fast. But again, I like ninjas. This is the most ninja character to ever ninja. And he's relevant. I kind of want to cosplay Black Noir. But I mean, other than him looking cool, I have really no reason. I know nothing about the guy. That's it. Red Hood. I'm going to put you in maybe later. The reason Red Hood is in maybe later is because I feel like I've seen like a million Red Hoods, and again, I don't want to be lumped in with like a character that's been like cosplayed a lot. That's one reason. And two, he doesn't look that fun to make. I mean, it's pretty simple. Yeah, and I don't know much about Red Hood. I'm actually drawing blanks of why I did want to cosplay him so bad for a bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. He looks cool as hell. Like, I love Red Hood's design, and that's the reason he's on maybe later and not no time soon. But honestly, other than that, there's not a lot calling out to me right now. Moon Knight, but black. Cool ass design. I'm putting him right behind this other guy. The reason he's not as high as this guy is because I don't know. Does Moon Knight usually use hooks? Like, this is my first time ever seeing it, and I was like, dude, if I could be Moon Knight with these hooks, that'd be cool as hell. But if it's just a one-time thing, I wouldn't do it. But again, I think this is a cool design for Moon Knight, and I'm honestly torn between doing whatever this version of Moon Knight is and doing whoever this guy is. As you can tell, I know nothing about Moon Knight, so yeah. Batman Who Laughs. No time soon. Not much to say. Cool character design. Nothing else for me. Not at all. Kirishima. No time soon. There was a point in time I was super excited to cosplay Kirishima, but honestly, it's when I fell out with My Hero, my excitement for Kirishima kind of died down. Not to mention, the further I got into the show, I became more drawn to Twice than I was Kirishima. But out of the 1A students, Kirishima was the one that attracted my attention first. Zombie Man. No time soon. I love this character. I know nothing about him, but I know enough that I love this character. But, I mean, his character design, this is the first time where I'm going to say his character design I really don't like that. It's not that good to me. It's cool enough for me to want to dress up as it, don't get me wrong, but all I can say is yeah. Agent Venom. I've actually already done it. I'm not going to show you a picture because I have a lot of videos cooking up about him and about my cosplay as him. Actually, I'm supposed to be making part 2 to that Making Agent Venom armor series. But if you follow me on Instagram if you follow me on Instagram, you'll be able to see this costume. It turned out very, very well, and I can't wait to get some professional pictures of it. Because honestly, if I ever needed to document a costume ever, it's this one. I am so glad how well I pulled this off. Yeah. Dante. We're going to put him in cool. I don't care if he's relevant. I love this character. I love this character design. Said it a million times. But it really, really sticks for Dante. And this is another character that, honestly, I could see myself just busting out spontaneously. As a matter of fact, nope. I'm going to keep him in cool. I'm not putting him in excited. But no, he'd be at the top of cool. Even though none of these are in order at all. But if there were to be an order, he'd be at the top. Straight up. And Pyramid Head. Maybe later. So, fun story. I was so close to cosplaying Pyramid Head. Really, really close. I had everything planned out. But then midterms happened. And all that went out the window. I did not have time. And honestly, it was supposed to be a last minute Halloween costume. Because, to be frank, he does look kind of easy. He looks like an easy character to make. But the minute that my motivation died down that once, it has never come back to me. And now I'm not so excited about Pyramid Head anymore. But that's not to say that I might get another spooky boost and want to play a spooky character. And when I do cosplay a spooky character, you best believe it's either going to be Scarecrow or it's going to be Pyramid Head. Let's just see if I get motivated yet another Halloween. But that's it. These are all the characters. S tier has a lot of people, so my decisions aren't narrowed down by a lot. But honestly, as far as this upcoming cosplay season, one of these characters I'm going to dress up as one of them. I'm leaning towards Havoc, really. I think Havoc might be the next cosplay. But that's not to say I might randomly switch to Invincible, or I might randomly switch to Bardock. Honestly, within very, very soon times, at least 2 of these are being done within the next year. I'm going to say that. At least 2 of these. One of these being done next year, honestly, not a big promise. It could happen, but again, there's some solid characters up here. So, honestly, that's all I can say about that. Cool. One day, eventually. Not now, but sometime next year, one of these characters definitely have a chance, and cool. And the rest of these I don't have to talk about. So yeah, thank you for joining me in my very, very useless, pointless video. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. If you want to see my tutorials on how I make these, I will be posting videos as I work on them, as I should have been doing with Agent Venom. And if you want to see my Agent Venom costume, stick around or follow my social medias on Instagram and TikTok. But without further ado, that's it. Alright, see ya, fellas.
$20 for a good time. $20? I mean, that's a deal that I just can't refuse.
You disgust me.